When you're hiding how much you have from your spouse, it becomes a problem.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to Rant and Banth with Gold Eric, where we talk about anything and everything. And today we'll be talking about joint account with my guest Prince Ayam.
Hello, guys.
So right, before we dive into the question of the day, Prince Ayam, tell us what joint account is for those of us that don't know what it is. So, they know.
Okay, I'm not a banker.
Okay.
However,
No.
I'm going to give my definition based on layman terms.
Okay.
A joint account could be referred to as an account whereby 2 or 3 persons come together, to open an account where they can transfer and deposit funds. Okay, like both parties are signatories to this account.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the question of the day is, are you ready?
Yeah.
Would you advise a couple to have a joint account?
That's a very dicey one.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
As simple as it sounds, it's actually very dicey, and I'm saying this because I would not exactly say yes, and I would not exactly say no.
Why? I don't get.
The reason is because, first off, you can't just wake up and decide to have a joint account with your partner for so many
Okay.
reasons.
Okay. What
Yeah.
are the reasons?
For some guys, sorry, let me take this off so
It's okay.
I don't seem too serious. So for some guys, right, you could actually be. I don't want to sound biased here. I'm just being realistic.
Okay.
For some guys, you could actually be with a lady who is extravagant.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know several cases where a guy is with a girl who is very extravagant, and because she is extravagant, he's unable to, save money. The moment his account or his account is credited, his monthly stipends or salary drops. She monitors him, and boom, the money is gone. Baby, I need this. Baby, I mean, I don't need to see much. You should know.
I thought the joint account thing, they are to put the money together.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
they own the money.
No, I'm actually
together.
going somewhere.
Okay.
So, first off, as a couple, it is very important for you to observe and know the the financial discipline of your partner.
Sure.
I think that is the basic thing that determines if you're going to be having a joint account or not.
Okay. So you're trying to say, as a couple
Yeah.
or as a man, which of them?
As a couple, it's both ways. It could be the wife who is extravagant. It
Yeah.
could be the man who is extravagant.
So what is really your take in it? I just want to know.
You're not going to put me on the spot.
But that's what it is. I just want to know your take in it.
No, you're not going to put me on the spot
Why?
because, like I said before, it's dicey. As simple
But
as
I need you to tell me what you think. This is your own opinion, so I just want to have your opinion on it.
my opinion is different from someone else's reality. So I could tell you that, oh, okay, I think it's a perfect idea. But saying that is me being, I'm not really being factual. Because there are some persons who are with partners whom they would love to have a joint account with, but because this person is very extravagant, I mean, you would not advise me to have a joint account with someone who is very extravagant. That's what I do.
Right. I know a lot of people will ask me this question. Why am I doing this video with you? Right? Yes. And you're in a better position to answer this question because you're in it. You have a spouse, right?
Yeah, I do.
Good. So tell us, are you
In a
joint account? Yeah.
Yes, I am. And I'll tell you why. So that's why I said it's a very dicey question.
Okay.
And I would not use my situation to say every other guy out there should do same.
Sure.
If I was with a woman that is extravagant, I wouldn't dare do that. But because I know she's as conservative as I am when it comes to expenses. And let me tell you, there's a lot of pros that go with having a joint account.
Actually, that is supposed to be my next question, but since
really?
you're there, yeah.
Okay.
So tell us the pros and cons.
I think I'm on the fast pace here.
Yes. So just go ahead.
Okay, so first off, a lot of people don't know this.
Okay.
People feel like, oh, why should my wife know how much I earn monthly? Why should my wife be aware of every expense I make and all of that? Truth is, it's important that she's aware, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
It keeps you in check.
You as the man, you're spending.
Okay, let me speak for both parties here.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have a joint account with your spouse, let's say your wife earns 100,000 naira monthly.
Okay.
Excuse me.
You're talking
Likewise.
about the pros, right?
Yeah, the pros.
The pros.
Yeah, I'm talking about pros now.
Yeah.
So your wife earns 100,000 naira monthly, and let's say you earn, let's say 300k monthly. That's like 400k. If you have a joint account whereby she deposits her monthly income, you also deposit yours at the end of the month.
Okay.
Because it's a joint account and you're both signatory to that account, right? It becomes impossible for you to take out funds without the knowledge of the other partner.
Okay.
So when I say it keeps you in check, what this actually does for you is if you cannot tell your spouse
Yeah.
that I'm going to take out funds for this project or that project. Hey babe, okay, so I was thinking maybe we should just change the sofa. Hey babe, okay, I was thinking the generator is bad and I think maybe we should replace it or something. If you cannot tell your spouse about that expenses you want to make, that means somewhere deep within, you know it's wrong. So as much as you want her to be accountable to you, you also have to be accountable to her. Both of you have a joint account here, of which she cannot take money out without telling you. She owes you that. You also
you
owe
also-
her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because it's a joint account. This is not about letting your wife control you. Because I know the typical African man will say, why should my wife,
Why do you have to
why
go
do
to
you
your
have
wife
to-
before you make any
Exactly.
spending?
It's like you're seeking approval and all of that. This is far from it. Very far from it. Trust me. It takes care of a lot of misunderstandings
Okay.
that could, arise. That's another pro.
Okay.
Yeah. Because your wife is well aware that in our joint account, we have, let's say, 100,000 naira in that account, right? And she has need for this money. Let's say she's considering you spending over 90,000 naira on something that she considers very important. But because she knows we have a joint account and we have just 100,000 naira, if we take out 90,000 naira to solve this thing, how do we survive? So it's going to keep her in check
Okay.
but when you're hiding how much you have from your spouse, it becomes a problem.
You mean the man, right?
Both parties.
But my money is no business.
No, don't say that. No, hold on.
My money is my money. Money is our money,
Don't
isn't
say,
it?
don't say that. I know. Society has that mentality. Females will say,
that's what it is.
not all females though, but most females will say, "My money is my money, your money is your money," and all of that.
His money is our money. My money is my money.
That's bullshit.
Why did you say it's bullshit?
Yeah, because when you have a spouse,
Okay.
the both of you become one. Everything you do should be together.
Of course, the both of you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
So
agree with that.
that's why you get to understand that marriage is way deeper than just oh, I met a beautiful girl, or I met a handsome guy.
Okay.
Okay, there are so many other factors that to me play, you know, more important roles as to ascertain how far that marriage will go. If you have a spouse that is all about my money is my money and yours is yours, how about I pay for the room I occupy and you pay for yours?
No, we don't do that here.
Oh, really?
No, we don't do that
Okay.
here. I don't even buy it that 50-50 idea. No, we don't do that here.
Okay, so I take care of you, you take care of
I'm
yourself.
there to support you. I'm your support system. So if there is anything, I have to support you. But like, okay, this whole joint account thing, good. Before I even make any comments, what are the preset pros and cons,
I wasn't
right?
even done with the pros.
Oh, that means there are plenty. Let's go. Let's go
Yeah,
because
there's a whole lot.
I'm not in agreement with this joint account thing.
A lot of ladies.
No.
Yeah, a lot of ladies present day would not, be okay with it, and I totally understand why they would not be okay with it, because I mean, there are also men out there who like gigolos, that would want to just relax and have their spouses do the run around and all of that. Okay, she's earning. In fact, that's a different topic entirely, right? The basic thing here, first, having a joint account, apart from, apart from the fact that it maintains accountability and respect for both parties, it somehow bonds you with your partner.
Okay.
Yeah, because you could together decide that, okay, we want to buy a house.
Yeah.
And in the process, something comes up. Let's say you want to buy a house, and let's say the house is, let me not use actual figures. I know you're a realtor, right? But,
You can just mention any amount.
Okay, so let's say you want to buy a house, and the house is like 200K, right?
Okay.
And in your joint account, you guys have barely 50K.
Okay.
So you're saving towards 200K,
Yeah.
right? Now, in between, don't forget, you're married.
Yeah.
So you have responsibilities here. Okay. There's going to be family responsibility, like your immediate family. There's going to be, exactly. So there are certain things that might come up on the course of that savings.
True.
That is supposed to alter what you're trying to do. But because you both know what you have in your account, you can have a tete-a-tete, like between you and your spouse, where you come to an agreement. Okay, what do we have in the account? We have like 50K, and we have a project, yes. However, we're talking about human life here. Maybe our parents or one of our parents is ill or something.
Yeah.
This is human life. It's very important. Okay, let's take out this amount. If the husband says, okay, I think let's take out 10K from the 50K, the wife will not feel like my husband is stingy.
Okay.
Because she knows how much is in the account.
Right.
She's very well aware that there is no extra account where he's keeping some extra money, right? And then she can work with that. Or she can say, oh, I think 10K is too small. How about we do 15? And then he could be like, if we do 15, how do we hit this? Don't you think? So you see, there's communication, and then they come to an agreement. It saves you a lot.
Okay. All right. This joint account thing, does it stop a woman? Okay, let me just say, does it stop both parties from having their own personal account? Or you're not allowed to have your account because you have joint account with your partner?
Very sincere with you.
Please.
I don't know about other people. Like I said, I'm speaking for myself here. Okay? I don't think it's a good idea. Except
You don't think it's a good idea to have your personal account?
Have a personal account.
I thought joint account is something you and your spouse sit together and say, okay, we are going to put 10% or 5% into the account together just to save up money for whatever.
Why are you having a personal account in the first place?
Personal needs.
What do you mean personal needs?
This whole joint account thing. Wait, am I supposed to take all my salary, for instance, all my profits down to
As
the
far
joint
as
account?
marriage is concerned, forget what's going on in present day and all of that.
Really?
As far as marriage is concerned, your needs, your personal needs are my personal needs, and vice versa.
Yeah, I get that.
So if you need to get anything done, when that trust has been built,
Yeah.
you can always tell me, for example, maybe I'm inaccessible at that point in time. You can always make a withdrawal and do what you have to do. And then much later, you can always come back and say, hey, so I took out this to sort out that. Yeah.
So I can't just see something I like and just buy without taking permission from my spouse.
So you see, now that's where
No way.
that's where the accountability comes in. Because
But I can give you accounts based on what we have inside the joint account.
you didn't get what I said. Accountability. Don't forget, the basic thing about having a joint account is it's not just that. That's not even the basic thing. But in most cases, having a joint account is usually ideal when you're saving towards a project.
Perfect. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said both of you can have a percentage where you put inside.
It's not about
I can't put everything, like put something.
You can always look. Okay, I don't know how to break this down so you get where I'm coming
This
from.
whole thing,
No, hold on.
okay.
It's not as stressful as it sounds.
it's not like it's stressful, but it's something I don't agree with.
Well, you're not the first. A lot of ladies don't agree.
No, I need to, even if I'm going to do joint account with anybody, but no problem, let's have it. But let me have my personal spending account where I can take out money to buy anything I love, anything
So now
I
let me
simply
ask
like.
you. I want to ask you a very simple question, and I want a very sincere answer.
Okay.
So you have a personal account where you have your money to buy anything you like
Yes.
you said, right? And your spouse has a personal account where he can also take out money to buy anything he likes, right? And then somewhere in between, he has a side chick. And he decides to take out money from that account, from his own, it's his personal account, right?
Yes.
Because he knows very well that, it's my personal account. I can always fund my side chick's lifestyle. Unchecked.
But he's putting something in the joint account.
Oh, is that what matters?
But I feel like, okay, here's my take here on this whole thing.
Okay.
We can have the joint account, but there should be percentage that comes from you and that comes from me too.
Okay.
So every month or every week, I don't know the agreement, but whenever, once it's that time, you put the money in there. Right? Then you have your personal money that you can. Some people send money to their families. Some of them send money to their families without even telling their wives.
Wrong.
Because they have their personal account.
Wrong.
They do that.
disagree.
But they do.
People
It
do that,
happens.
but
You're not of that opinion.
it's not. I don't think it's a good thing.
Okay, so you have your personal account, do your thing. Then I have my personal account, do my thing. But whenever the money comes in, I put this amount, the amount we've already agreed to save towards whatever project we have at hand. I put it there. Then the one I have, I use it to sort whatever I want to do. That's what I figured. I just feel that one will work. But if you say I should go work and bring out the money and put it together, if I want something, I have to talk to you. If you want something, it's becoming childish.
No, I'm not saying.
I feel like I'm in
First of-
uni days, or I'm dating a secondary school boy that I have to. I need to buy pad. I need to. No,
Far from it.
But that's what it
I need
feels
you. I
like
need
to
you
me.
to understand something.
Okay.
There is no manual to living life,
Of
doing
course.
marriage. As a
Yeah.
whole. Yeah. Do what works for you.
True.
But for me, my opinion, personal opinion, is this: if you want peace, not just peace, if you want to get it right, if you want to go far, I would advise you have a joint account with your partner. In fact, before you get married to this person, of course, you guys will date, right?
Of course.
Dating period is not all about sex. Having
It's time
different,
to get to know the
exactly.
person, right?
There are so many other things that are more important during dating than sex. These
True.
are things you should pay attention to. This person I'm with, is he or she someone I can tell that I want to send money to my folks, and is he kind? I think that's a word.
And he'll be-
Is
yeah.
he kind? Is he somebody I can speak with and he would like we resonate with ourselves? Like we I don't know how to explain this, right? I don't need to explain and explain and
Yeah.
explain. If he's a kind person, if he considers you himself, which I mean basically that's the whole idea behind marriage, right? If he does that, then it shouldn't be a big deal. Your dad or your mom is ill. You want to send money home. Oh, okay. You have access to the account. Take it out. You see, marriage is about trust. It's deep. So it goes beyond that. Okay? I expect that in my absence, if my wife wants to take money out from the account without my approval, she's going to go ahead to do it. Because I trust that her judgment is not such that will bring us to a point where we'll begin to have an argument. I trust her to that point. That's what I mean.
Wow. Wow. Guys, I don't totally agree with that concept of
You don't have to agree.
putting everything, all your income, your salary, everything in one account with your spouse. I just feel we can do that. We can put a percentage. Then I have my personal account.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's just my thing, guys. I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Are you in agreement with what he said?
I didn't tell you the codes, actually.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you did it.
I didn't tell you the codes.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Yeah.
So, guys, please let me know in the comment section. Are you in agreement with what he said, that you have to put everything in the joint account with your partner, or you're in agreement with what I said? Put some percentage,
'Cause I mean,
save
if
some to do some important things for
Sorry,
yourself.
I'm going to interrupt.
Okay.
If you can't trust your partner with your finances 100, why marry them?
No, I can trust you, but still, let me.
Why do you want to have
But
your,
there are people that still have joint account, but they are still buying their personal property somewhere. They're still investing.
What do you mean personal?
I could tell. Not like you won't tell your spouse, or you tell your spouse, but you still use your own money to invest. Your spouse
Right,
will be
okay.
proud of you that my wife is investing. It's a good thing.
Do what works.
Man, that's just my taking this. Really, I'm not of that opinion that I have to put everything. Even if I want to do joint account with you, I'll put a percentage, but still have my personal money to do whatever I want to do. That's just my own. So, guys, tell me, are you of that opinion, or you agree with what he said? Because I totally don't agree. Okay. Let me know in the comment section. Okay. And if you watched to this end, thank you so much for sticking with us to this end. I'll see you in the next episode of Rant Band with Gold Eric. Thank you guys once again for watching. I love you guys. See ya. Mwah.